Pigs on a Blanket. Story by Amy Axelrod. Pictures by Sharon McGinley-Nally. The pigs were in a rut. "We need a change of pace," said Mrs. Pig. "We've been glued to this couch for hours."
"Let's spend the day at the beach," suggested Mr. Pig.
"Great idea," said Mrs. Pig, "except for one thing."
"What's that?" asked Mr. Pig.
"The beach is an hour's drive from here," she said. "Don't you think we'd be getting a late start?" Mr. Pig looked at his watch. It was 11:30.
"No problem," he said. "We can be on the road in no time."
"Well then, family," said Mrs. Pig. "Ready, set, go." In just 10 minutes, the piglets changed into swimsuits, packed beach toys, and blew up their floats. 5 minutes later, Mrs. Pig came downstairs wearing a new swimsuit and toting a bag filled with towels, hats, a blanket, sun lotion, and her favorite book. They waited and waited and waited for Mr. Pig. "It's about time," scolded Mrs. Pig. "We've been sitting here for a good 45 minutes. At this rate, we'll never ride the waves."
"Sorry, dear," said Mr. Pig. "I had a tough time finding a swimsuit that fit. I guess I've put on a few pounds since last year."
"Never mind," said Mrs. Pig. "Let's hurry now." At 12:45, the pigs were in the car and all set to leave for the beach when Mr. Pig discovered that he didn't have the car keys. "They must be here somewhere," said Mrs. Pig.
"What do you know?" said Mr. Pig 1 hour later as he bent over to look under the car. "The keys were in my pocket all along."
Finally, the pigs were on the road. Mr. Pig made good time for 3/4 of an hour. But then he reached a railroad crossing. 25 minutes later, the caboose passed, and the pigs were once again on their way. "Almost at the beach," said Mrs. Pig. "I can smell it in the air." "We need a bathroom," said the piglets. "It's an emergency."
"But we just passed a rest area right before the train crossing," said Mr. Pig. "Can't you wait? We'll be at the beach in just 10 minutes. There's a bathroom there."
The piglets shook their head. "No." "Hurry," they said. Mr. Pig beat the clock. He made a U-turn and reached the rest area in only 2 minutes. While the piglets visited the bathrooms, Mr. Pig visited with a police officer who wrote him a speeding ticket. 13 minutes later, the police officer sent the pigs on their way. At 3:30, the pigs arrived at the beach. "We're hungry," said the piglets. Mrs. Pig and the piglets made themselves comfortable on the blanket while Mr. Pig went to the snack bar. "I wonder what is keeping your father," said Mrs. Pig to the piglets. "He's been gone a long time." A total of 60 minutes passed before Mr. Pig returned.
"The line was very long," he explained, "but it was worth the wait. Look what I brought for us to eat. Triple-decker cheese sandwiches, chips, lemonade, and brownies."
The pigs ate their food in 10 minutes. "We're roasting," said the piglets. "Can we go swimming now?" "In due time," said Mrs. Pig. "Let's see. We each had a triple-decker cheese sandwich. That alone is a 20-minute wait." Then figure 10 more minutes for the chips.
Dear, don't forget the lemonade and those delicious brownies, said Mr. Pig.
Mrs. Pig thought for a second. You're right. I'm adding on an extra 20 minutes, she said, just to be on the safe side. The pigs decided to pass the time relaxing on the blanket. Beach closes 5:30. When their stomachs settled, Mrs. Pig said, "Okay, family, it's time to ride the waves." Mr. Pig led the charge to the water.
Your mother's right, kids, he said. It's time to ride the...